Hey guys, Dunbar here. This is Material Energy Hypercubed or Material Energy 4. I just wanted to, because Parcel is pretty known for hiding stuff, I just wanted to do a video to show you some of the places that I have found these skystone chests that are a little hidden, I guess. It's not going to be all of them. It's just going to be the ones that I have found. And it is also going to be some, like for example, these item buffers that I have found just throughout the course of playing that might be a little bit more hidden but have better loot in them. I'm not going to take the time to show you all of them, like the ones that just have one or so chests in them, because those are just everywhere. Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to do here, and I guess to start us off is right in the spawn. Once you create a new world, if you just look down, you get a yellow heart canister. The next item buffer that has pretty good loot is underneath this platform. You can get here two ways. You can either dig down and come around, or you can just dig down 3 blocks right here and grab it for your red heart canister, and a greater reward bag. For the skystone chest, this is behind the thing in the front. You would just have to build a little thing up, get up here, and there's a green heart canister and some of the basic reward bags. The next skystone chest, you're going to have to get some of the blocks that are here, and you're going to have to build out to get to it. But the thing is, to build out to get here, you just go all the way over. The thing about it is, though, that this is going to spawn Endermen. Okay, so you just need to be very careful coming out here. But it's all the way out here. Alright, and you get one of the angel blocks, and then you get another red heart canister and 2 reward bags. Now, another one is if you just break like that, you probably saw it, and come down here, you get a green heart canister and a good reward bag. Okay, on the same platform here, since you're not going to really be able to break this, your best bet is to break that and just underneath of it. You get a heart and a yellow heart canister, and then you can just swim back on up. See, there's the Enderman spawning. Just be very careful coming back. In the starting zone right here, if you jump down, go to the corner over here, you will see that there is a 64K ME storage cell right in here. Alright guys, for another chest, if you go to the Observatory and you just dig down right here, then you dig down again, you'll come into this room here. There's no real purpose of this room, but if you get on top of here and you dig down inside this little room, you'll have this, which has these really big 1024K storage, which is just enormous, and the components, and then a chisel. Inside this room, if you scan the walls all over the place, it's going to take a while since you don't really have flight. So if you scan all these walls as much as you can, there is a ton of reward bags. Most of them are good, couple greater, but it also has some there's another good one, but it also has some legendary bag chunks for the Fluxed crystal mod. Those are right there, some right here. So legendary reward bag chunks, they're kind of all over the place. I'm not sure exactly how many there are, but I know there's at least 8, so I'm sure there's more. Just if you want to find everything, you're gonna have to go through all of this, and there's a lot of it. Alright guys, all the way on top of the spatial unit with the sheep trophy, there's a skystone chest that has an epic reward bag in it. Alright guys, for the next one here, we have in the observatory, and we turn all the way around and we stand on the travel anchor, you can see one down here. And it looks like melons that are inside of it. It has the access code required. Well, if you take melons and you just run them across there, you can authorize it to get into that room. And you just jump, and it brings you into the room over here. Where this actually is just inside of the sphere. There's no other way inside the room, surrounded by the bedrock. But inside the chest, there's a couple good greater chests. This hard metal ingot, which is actually obsidian. And then a whole bunch of this anti-material stuff, which is just silicone dioxide or something like that. Yeah, silicone dioxide. So there's nothing really special inside the chest. I think it's just there to be a little bit of a Easter egg, sort of. But so far from me playing, there's no actual quest significance to the room. There might be, I just might not have gotten to it yet. I just, I might not have gotten to it yet, so I don't think there is, but who knows? I can always just pick up some of that, and yeah, even, see, it's not even coming up as a secret. So, there doesn't seem to be any significance to this chest here. Okay, if anyone has been wondering, sometimes when you stand on the travel anchor, why you can't go to that, it's actually kind of simple. Inside the spatial room, all the way at the bottom, you find this. Well, the reason you can't go there is because there's a piece of thick glass on there. And now, if you remove the glass, you can go there now. What this does is, if you get to the bottom of here, fall down, you can always just walk over here and just go to this instead of having to, like, wall your way or cut your way back out. But that's just in case anyone was wondering what that was for. There you go. Something interesting to note also is that these wild chickens that spawn, if you pick them up and make them a little fenced in area, they actually drop feathers like regular chickens would drop eggs. And these will never drop eggs. So what you do is you breed them like you normally would. And then what's best to do is either move the babies to a new fenced-in area, or just kill off the adults as soon as you make the children. And after, I think it's 3 or 4 generations, they will become normal chickens. So you can have normal chickens and you can have these wild chickens for feathers and eggs and, of course, chicken meat. There's another little tip if you're having problems with your Spectra Key. When you hold it, you right click and you hold it. You just keep holding it and then it'll transport you. This seems like you're stuck and most people will just leave, but if you exit the title screen and you go back in to the world, you will be teleported inside of your block. What it is a 14 by 14 by 14, and you can build or do whatever you want inside of it. So if you want to have, you know, just a safe area to get your health back, you know, if you're about to die, you don't really have much. I mean, it takes a while to go into the key and come back out, but you can do whatever you want here. It's really awesome. And then once you come back out, you're going to have the same exact problem. Again, exit the title and go back in. And that should fix it for people who are having problems there. Another thing you guys might be trying to do is another thing some people have been having problems with is the fluxed crystal mod. There is an issue where you do need to change some of the files. I'll put that in the description how to do it, or a link to someone explaining how to do it, but it's pretty easy. You just have to add one line. You just have to tell the seeds that they're allowed to grow in this dimension, and then they'll pretty much work. And this is the setup that I use for automation of the fluxed seeds. It might not be the best, but it works for me. And what you need to do is you need to have this set up. I do not have this set up in my normal world, the world I'm playing, this close to my base. It's pushed out some so that the vacuum hopper doesn't pick up any other items. It won't affect anything. It won't break anything. It's just since I use the magnet, I just didn't want it to affect anything. So basically what you do is the Flux Crystal Manager isn't needed anymore since it was apparently very laggy, so you actually don't need this. I'm not sure if this helps anything, but I do have it anyways. Even in my world I have it. I'm not sure if it affects anything. I'm not sure if it does anything. I have it. So basically what I have here is you need to power each of this powered soil individually. Each one has to be powered. So I have the conduits coming up the sides. I have the autonomous activators here. I have the autonomous activators set to just automatically click in front of it every now and then. Once they're fully done, what happens is the seeds will go up to the vacuum hopper. The vacuum hopper will, as you can see, it'll pull it out. I have an item filter here that tells the chunks. The only chunks that are being used here are the spatial IOs and the shiny seeds. For the shiny ingots, platinum. So the item filter is telling you to only pull those chunks out because more items will come out of this than just that. Extra items will go into the chest, which feeds into the IMI system. This drops the block. You need to have 2 cobblestone above, 1 below. Set it to sneak, aim high, and set to round robin. And then the other autonomous activator has the crystal hammer in it, and it needs to be set to left click. And as soon as it places, the crystal hammer will break it, go back down into the hopper. Vacuum hopper will send it to the chest and send it in. These do have spatial IO seeds. Actually, I think they all sometimes have a chance of sending out a fully done item. So that's why I have the chest there. And it'll run down through my IMI system, throw in here. And I have the gem cutter with 3 speeds in it. With an export bus with a capacity. You might need an acceleration card in there too to put the shards to go into the chest. You need to do it this way. You can't just have the export bus directly onto the cutter or onto the refiner. That just does not work. I've tried a hopper, I've tried everything else. This is the best way to do it. So you have the export bus exporting your shards down into the gem cutter. It will quickly cut it and import it. I think you don't need an acceleration in here. Put it in there if you want. I don't think you need it. It seems to go as fast with the speeds as it imports. So, and then once it imports,
These will immediately pull it out. I have one set to pull the smooth shard, and one set to pull the shiny, and one set for the spatial I/O. Each of these will go down into them, and they'll eventually craft into shiny ingots in the spatial I/O ports. One thing to note about these is that for me, this is the best way to do it. Have one for each so that you don't get the thing jammed, because if you do, for example, smooth spatial I/O shards take 16 to make one. If you send 15 through and then it switches over to another type, you lose those first 15 spatial shards. So, safety reasons, just have two of them. They need to be powered, and then the import bus on the back. I have the export buses set up with acceleration too, which is also needed. You can put speed in these if you want, which doesn't seem to be needed unless you have a huge farm. But that's the way I have my fluxed crystals set up. So I hope that helps people who are having problems. Again, I'll put in the description how to make it so your server will actually grow the seeds. Alright guys, that seems to be it for the chests and a couple hints and tips that I found out along the way. If I can find anything else, I'll just put it in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and peace.